Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about possible errors that you can find while using Microsoft Spreadsheet, that is Excel. And there are so many errors you can find there, but I'm going to talk about a few commonest. Okay, so let me open my Excel worksheet, and then when you open this, you see this kind of a thing. You see this, the first error we have is called the hash error, where you open your worksheet and you see something like this. You see hashes everywhere instead of numbers, and you get stuck on what to do. This error simply means that your cell is too small to accommodate that number that is supposed to be there, and the only way you can fix it is just for you to enlarge these respective cells. You have to enlarge these. You see this, you just come here and increase the size of this cell. Then when you increase, it all works out very well. Okay, and then our second error is a division error. A division error comes when you divide a number by a zero. Mathematically, you know that is wrong. For example, when I come here and I say equal sign, then I pick this one, then I say divide by my cell A4, which is a 0 as you're seeing. So when I press enter, it gives the division the division error. Why? Because you cannot divide the number by 0. Okay, this one, for those who do mathematics in calculator, they bring it as the math error. So for you to correct this error, all you have to do is you have to check through your work, and you see through this. When you see that this is a 0, then you change it. It could be another number. So maybe let me say if it is 7, and then I come and say enter. This one will automatically change. The error will be removed. Thank you. Then another error that we're going to talk about is the name error. The name error comes maybe, for example, when a function is being wrongly spelled. For example, when I come here and then I say, let me come to this cell, and I press my equal sign, and then I say add. Then I come and open this bracket, and then I say that this is what I wanted to add. Then I come and close the bracket. Literally, you'll see that when I press enter, it brings you the name error. Why? Because there is no function called add. Okay, so when the function is being misspelled, you're likely to find this error called the name error. All you have to do to correct this error is you have to come and change the right name. So I'll come here and then I change the right name known by Excel is called sum. Then I press enter and it automatically changes. Okay, that error disappears. The next error we're going to talk about is the hash value error. Mainly, the hash value error comes when the data type used is wrong. For example, let me come to this cell, and then I find a formula that could add that plus that plus A1 plus B1. Then I press enter. Then when I bring this down, to cater for these ones down, you will see no error. Why? Even if this cell is empty, in Excel an empty cell is considered as a 0. However, when I come to this cell, and then I put a word, let me just put in a word. When I come and put a word, then you will see that the hash value error will come, because you cannot add 7 by a word to get a number. Therefore, the hash value error will come in. When you see this one, you just have to check through your work and see where the word is. Literally, when I change this one to another number, to a number, this hash value error will disappear. Or you can instead now come and use a function. You can come and use a function that has an inbuilt system to correct these errors automatically. For example, when I say that I use the sum, then I open this, I come here and then I say this one, and I close, then I press enter, you see that will come. Then from here, when I come and pull down, the error will disappear. Why? Because a function is inbuilt. A function is built to ignore numbers, to ignore words, and therefore that error disappears. Then the next error we're going to talk about is the HNA error. This one is common in VLOOKUP for those who use VLOOKUPs in calculating gradings and other things. For example, when you see this report card is perfect, but when you come and see this name, Nyagaba Joella, the grade the grade has an error. And when you come to click on this cell, the first cell up there, this one, then you will see the formula that you used. Then when you look at that formula, you will see that when you come back to the cell that has the error, and then you see the VLOOKUP formula that was used, you see that it had a B6, which is okay, this as the B6 here. Then the range that was used, you can see what was highlighted. What was highlighted is here. And then this mark that Joella scored in SST04 is not in the range of the table array that you had. Therefore, that NA error comes in saying it is not applicable or not available. So all you have to do is you have to cater for it. Like for instance, in this case, for you to make sure that it appears, you'll see that when you look at your table array, we had 0 to F9, but it was not in the range, as you can look at the formula bar from up here. So you come back to the first cell that you calculated this one from, and then you change it. You come and add the $sign to it. When you add that $sign, then it will mean that you're going to maintain the same range for all of them. Then when you add that $sign to it, you literally just have to change. Press enter. The whole thing changes. So you come back to this one and you pull it down and see that that error has appeared. 04 is actually an F9, and when you come to look in your table array, you'll find that 04 really belongs to an F9, because from 0 to 30 is actually supposed to be an F9. Actually, from 0 to 29 is supposed to be an F9. That was basically what we are supposed to talk about today under the errors in Excel. Please subscribe to the channel if you had not yet subscribed, so that you don't miss any of these things again. Bye.